Hello, everybody. Look at us.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, it's another episode of Down With Boring. Who'd have thought it?
It is
Who'd
a
have thought
live special that we
Ooh.
recorded a week and a half ago and then forgot to do an intro for. So it's now so far in the past that I can't even remember a single word that we said.
But we obviously were down at Colours Hoxton for the Dork Hype List tour as it rolled
That's
on
right.
through.
The reason I can't remember anything is because I was my brain chemistry was changed by the sheer quality of the acts on offer
Exactly.
at Colours Hoxton.
That's
For a
what it is.
sellout show.
It was sold
very,
out.
very sold out show with the Pill, Polly Money, and Welly. We have spoken to Polly Money and Welly. That's coming up. We didn't speak to the Pill because we literally spoke to them less than a month ago, I think.
Yeah,
at Rockaway Beach, which you can listen back to. But yes, it's not a case of favoritism. We love the Pill very dearly.
Yes.
But it did feel like we may be treading some of the same ground, to be honest.
Also, if you had listened to when the Pill joined us live at Rockaway Beach, you'll know that basically that chat would have gone on for about 45 minutes. There was an actual risk to the show happening. They would have missed their slot.
To be fair, I mean, Welly, went on for quite well. Went on makes it sound bad. How dare you, Welly? If you're listening, for God's sake,
how dare they? You natter on for ages.
How dare you enjoy the show and make amusing asides throughout it? But we can't have two guests like that on one show, or we'd still be there now.
We'd still be there. We'd still be there, and basically we will be because we'll be returning to Colours Hoxton. See, that's a nice little segue.
It was until you pointed it out.
Shit. We'll be back for more Dork Live stuff in the next few days, actually. If you're hearing this on the Monday when it first comes out, Wednesday, we'll be there. Bradley Simpson is going to be there. It's going to be busy. It's going to be rammed out. It's going to be a fun time.
Not only is he going to be there, he's playing.
He's playing with Esme Emerson and Lala Hayden as well, joining the fun. So there is like literally a handful of tickets there that's still there. There's a handful. So go and pick it up.
Which may not even be there by the Monday, but
Yeah.
have a little look.
Have a little
Also,
browse.
if you are going down, I saw Lala at The Great Escape a year or two ago. Was it last year? Whenever it was.
Yes, last year, yeah.
Excellent. Please do get down and catch her because she's very, very good.
Yes, a brilliant show, a stacked show. So we'll see you there. The next night we'll be over at the Seabright Arms as well for Witch Post, who are very, very exciting indeed. We've talked about them on the show. They're about to go absolutely massive. So catch them at one of these small shows and then be like, oh yeah, I managed to see them there first. Support by Vincent's Last Summer, who are also a part of the Hype List tour, playing at various shows and a very good band. So you'll want to go down to that. You want to make sure you're there.
There's a lot going on because, as we have mentioned multiple times, it is the 100th issue year.
Yeah.
100 issues of Dork.
100.
Remember all the magazines that existed when we started who didn't have the follow-through that we had?
Is that what we are? The follow-through?
That's what we are.
As it's known.
Against all odds and in the face of all commercial magazine publishing knowledge, we continue. We endure.
In the face of the utter bollocks at times that we have managed to pull off in some fashion, we're here and we're somehow getting to 100 issues.
That's true.
We'll have more live stuff as well. Dorks Night Out will be back at the Seabright Arms next week.
When are we on 150 shows? Is that now or next time? Well, that's like...
Ooh. I think it's next time.
That's coming up.
Yeah, I think it's next time. Hold on, we're going to clarify. If this is the 150th show and we've just not realised, this is going to be great.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
All right, cool. So are we going to be doing a series of live shows as well then? For us, like just for Down With Boring.
Okay, yeah, right. So this is the 149th show.
Ooh.
So the 150th show. We haven't planned anything good for... As you can probably tell by the fact that we didn't even know it was happening.
Didn't even know. Fuck it. So fine. Enjoy the Dork 100 stuff. We'll sort our own things out. But join us next show for something special, I guess. We'll do something.
Something special, I guess.
You know what will be special? Another live show, Dorks Night Out, 6th of March.
Another show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Night Bus, Slate, Punch Bag, all at the Seabright Arms. It's gonna be that's a stacked lineup. That's a proper all night brilliant show. So make sure you're down for that. It's gonna be really good.
By all night, he means like a normal.
It's not an all nighter. It's like a considerable amount of time. And then of course Picture Parlour, Dorks Night Out at 100 Club. It's sold out. We've told you this before.
It is sold out.
It's sold out. You can't get in. Sorry. Lots coming up. But first, let's go back to the Hype List tour. As mentioned, this is recorded at Colours Hoxton for the London show. An amazing tour. Bunch of the sold out dates. Everywhere we went, real good fun. I went to about half of them in the end.
You did go to what I would say is too many.
The following night after this was recorded, went to Southampton for the first time, can I add? I've never been to Southampton before, and it was really nice.
You've never been to Southampton before?
I've been to Southampton, but I have been to Scunthorpe now, so I can cover them both off.
That's a joke that already hit with our listenership, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll really bang. But an amazing tour, really great shows. Obviously, Welly headlining were amazing, and I think looking forward to the album that's coming out, which we talk about in this chat.
We do. We talk about it all. So here it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Buckle up, everybody. We're going to start with Polly Money, who obviously supported on the whole tour as well. Absolutely amazing. So dive on in. Shall we pick a track to play now?
Yeah, but if we don't say what it is, we don't have to pick it right now, and then we can just decide after. So here's that track that we picked.
It's a musical interlude, and then it's Polly Money, and then Welly.
Never trust a man who parties in the back, who only values you for your scissors and your rap. I think it might be best if you put on a hat. Please take this as a personal attack. My IQ may be low, but my EQ is phenomenal. And unlike you, I am the most humble. Money, guilt trip, empathy. Check it out. Money, love, stumble, look at me. Did you ever pull on it? Should've gone and pulled on it. Did you ever?
Here we are. The Hypelist Tour. Colours Hoxton, London. Over halfway through the Hypelist Tour, as you hear this. We're joined by the wonderful Polly Money.
Hello.
Polly, how are we doing?
I'm really, really well, thank you.
I'm doing all right.
Do you sound almost surprised?
No, I honestly, I am doing really good. Yeah, I love being on tour. So in whatever capacity that is, I'm having a lot of fun.
So wherever you are, at various points of the country, it's working out and it's absolutely fine. How has the tour been for you? Because obviously, as we record this, we've done Bristol, we've done Leeds, we've done Newcastle, Manchester, Glasgow. Yeah. How's it been?
Honestly, it's been really, really fun. I love playing sort of like anywhere, but especially the north. So
So you've done that part.
Super fun. It's been so cool seeing Welly every night and then since last summer.
Yes.
I haven't seen the Pill yet, but I will tonight.
Yes.
And it's just been a really great group of people, honestly. So,
it's always nice. It's always nice. Okay.
Yeah.
We booked the shows. We hope you all play nicely.
Do you know, I think we've played nicely. The Welly boys
we
might
haven't
not
had
agree.
any HR complaints.
We've got a few more dates left.
Yeah.
Watch out, Nottingham. There's going to be a huge fight. It's going to be absolutely wild. But it must be amazing as well, just kind of getting out there and I guess playing this kind of like next like chapter for kind of you as well as an artist. I guess how's that been kind of like I guess playing those shows been kind of like that kind of like mindset as well, really.
Absolutely. I mean, this we kind of saw this tour as a way to trial some stuff. Try out a few different set list orders and some new songs, and it's just been great for that because my kind of music. I've only just kind of started doing my solo stuff again after a little bit of time. Playing for somebody else, so it's nice. Like
a few shows with like a few big rooms.
Else. So it's like I'm just loving playing my songs again. Us as a band, because it's kind of a new formation with Connor and Christina on bass and drums. So it's been really cool to trial that this time around.
Have you found with each date it's like okay, we've got like have you felt like kind of like maybe not confidence because obviously like confident in what you're doing, but like have you felt that kind of grow as the tour has gone on, I guess?
Absolutely. I think we're feeling kind of confident at the moment. So I mean, I'd like to think so, and it's definitely like built over the last few shows because we've only done 5 shows on this tour, but the last 4 were in a row. Which is always because you kind of play a show in every sort of state of mind, a little bit tired or like really ready to go or a bit hungover or whatever. So it's like you kind of get to do lots of different types of shows.
You're like, right, okay, I'm knackered, but here we go, let's go. Like,
absolutely.
Puts you on like the edge, like the adrenaline's running.
Plus, it's kind of like boot camp, isn't it? 4 shows in a row is really like
it is a bit.
Get up there and do it.
Yeah, for sure. It has been a bit like that, but in a great way.
And a good way to kind of, like you say, like play that kind of new material that hasn't been played too much as well.
For sure.
And kind of say, what's it been like? I guess seeing the reaction, I guess, as you've been like playing that as well.
Yeah, the reaction's been really good. Like, kind of picked up some fans along the way, because I've been doing music for a long time, so it's like seeing a few people, new fans, a couple of old ones, and it's like reaction I think's been good.
When you've been playing, there's the one track in particular in the set, which it kind of almost like silences the crowd a bit.
Home soon.
Yeah, and that's been quite amazing to see, because it's like, because it's like, right, you're halfway through the night.
I don't know if I've ever heard anything silence you before. Is it just a silent crowd and you at the back just halfway through?
Oh yeah. You can hear me at the back. Yeah. It's really quiet in here. Me shouting from the back of a room.
I love it.
But yeah, that must be like amazing to see as well. That kind of like moment happen.
Yeah, it's something, because I think that's how I always started doing music, was on my own.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an important part of the set for me.
Yeah. It's like a grounding moment. Like, okay, this is where I started, kind of thing.
Yeah, original Polly.
Yeah. It's out there. Obviously, Milk and Honey.
Yeah.
It's a new single, and kind of like getting that out there as well. How's that been? I guess seeing the reaction to putting that out as well, and I guess being like, like the next song in this kind of like again new chapter for you. Like, how's that been? Kind of getting that out there.
Oh, I was so excited to get Milk and Honey out, because it's kind of like my pop tune, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's only been out a week, and we've had some kind of nice Radio 1 play, and people seem to be listening to it, and I love releasing new music. Me and Connor talk about this a lot, because Connor's done a lot of the production on the new stuff, and on the EP, my drummer, and we love release day. There's like something about it, just like sit on Spotify for artists.
Is it kind of like a Christmas sort of countdown? I mean, we're not saying as any sort of artist, and we don't get that experience, unfortunately.
It's just like you kind of work so hard on. Everyone works so hard on creating this music that sometimes like you don't release it like for a year after you've like, written and recorded it. So it's like it takes quite a long time, the whole process. So it's like once it's out, it just feels really good.
You're just there like, right, it's there now.
The sense of release, I guess, as well. Like,
100%.
it's like always when you speak to people and they're like, oh, how does it feel? And they're like, yeah, I mean, we recorded this like 3 months ago, so it's kind of getting back into the mindset of like it being new as well when it does come out.
For sure.
And I guess playing live probably helps with that as well, because people are reacting to it as if it is this. I mean, it is a brand new song or whatever. Whereas to you, you're like, oh yeah, no, this is new.
Oh yeah, that thing I did, a while back.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's all of those things.
It's all of that and more in one place. So nice. And I guess like from this tour, I guess like you say, kind of like getting out and kind of like road testing these songs and being out there and like being on the road. Like, do you kind of feel like, right, you want to get back out again almost as soon as possible? Is that kind of like the feeling with you as well? Like,
I'm like always ready to be out on the road. I absolutely
watch out,
love
service
it.
stations, because Polly is coming. And have you been to any good ones on this tour?
Oh my god, it's actually a really funny story.
Oh my god, I think someone's asked
no one's asked me about this.
Yeah, but when we were on our way back from Glasgow, we stopped just before coming back into London. And have you ever been to a service station where they have like a piano out?
Yes, I have seen this. Yeah.
And there was this, like, she must have been like 12 years old, this girl. Yeah. And she had this incredible repertoire of one-handed piano songs, but it was like so eclectic. And when we first walked in, it was just like really funny. And then she started playing the Halloween soundtrack, like the horror movie Halloween.
And then opening on Polly Money's next tour.
And then she would go into like Dr. Dre and then the Up soundtrack. And me and Connor, honestly, and she would like stare you straight in the eye when you walk past, like completely straight face, just playing these random tunes. And honestly, we were
there
just
any
so...
parents anywhere?
There was no one around.
Honestly, this girl has been abandoned at a service station and learned piano.
Yeah, she was just sat there, and it was really making us laugh. So that was fun.
What time of night was this?
This was like maybe 9 p.m.
Wow, okay. Anything except like mid-afternoon is quite shocking.
I feel like it'd be more terrifying if it was at like midnight and you walked in and it's like, here's the Halloween theme tune going off.
We're talking, it would have been dark for 4 hours. I think if I went into a service station and a 12-year-old stared me in the eye while playing the Halloween soundtrack at 9 p.m, I wouldn't, whatever I wanted from now, I'm not getting. I'm getting straight back in the car and I'm locking the door.
Yeah, it was really bizarre, but it was amazing. So much, so entertaining.
But it was great. Well, with that wonderful memory of the tour signing out, because it is the Hype List tour, we thought it was only fair that we play a little game.
Oh, I love a game.
We love it. Well, you are so in luck on this podcast. Jay, do you want to explain the game?
Yeah, so it's the Hype List tour. So we're just wondering, like, what what gets you hyped, basically, for 2025. So we're going to give you a couple of different options, and we just want to know which one of them you are more hyped for. Which one?
Who are you going to back?
I mean, in my mind, this is kind of like, which one of these would you happily like promote like you're a boxing promoter?
Gotcha.
Like a boxing promoter. Yeah, exactly like that.
So are you more hyped for Big Ben or the Elizabeth line?
Oh, the Lizzie line.
Are you a regular on the
It's a
list?
shame
know
we're audio
what?
only because the genuine joy on your face there was quite something.
I just enjoy a fresh new tube. You
Like
know?
that YouTube feeling.
You're right. Yeah. Like if you go on like get on like the Bakerloo, you're a little
Oh,
bit
God.
like
Or the Central Line.
You're like, oh, the Central Line. Yeah. You don't need.
I mean, I think there's dirt on the Central Line older than me.
there is.
There
definitely
definitely
The
is.
chairs definitely are.
Yeah,
older
that's
than you.
true.
Like, there's no doubt about it. I mean,
I was on the Central Line once, and there was just a child just smacking the
don't-
shit out of one of the
don't-
seats, and there was just all this dust coming up. And the parent was looking at them, and I was like, "This is like a war crime." How long I have to be in this carriage with this?
filling the
I
air.
can't see.
It's slick. It's
Amazing.
new.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's lovely.
That's the official slogan. It's slick. It's new. It's
It's
lovely.
slick. It's new. It's lovely. Okay, it's a strong one for Elizabeth Line. How
Yeah.
about Bagpuss or the Clangers?
What is Bagpuss?
What is
Right.
Bagpuss?
So Bagpuss is a famous character.
Have you got a picture of Bagpuss?
I can
You
get.
know, you might have to also show me the clangers.
Right, here we go. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
that's a very different thing.
letting you guys know. If you
Look,
said
sorry,
like,
I always if people don't know, I mean, I think Charlie from Shame probably
This-
hates you
this is
saying
Bagpuss.
this.
oh God, I remember Bagpuss.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
Bagpuss.
But we
Bagpuss.
had Charlie Steen on from Shame, and we asked one, and we said, "Or Clifford the Big Red Dog," and he said, "I don't know who that is," and he said, "What does he look
That's the
like?"
Clangers. What does he look like? Yeah.
I
What does
think,
Clifford the Big Red Dog look like?
I think Bagpuss is more gay.
Strong reason.
Bagpuss is a real. I think
Although-
Bagpuss is a real
although-
Soho
The
gay.
Clangers- There's a
Yeah,
little-
the clangers' noses are
Gay? Gay noses?
bit gay noses.
To be fair, look, if we go between the two, like
Bagpuss is camp as hell.
Yeah.
yeah, Bagpuss is that's wholesome.
Let's go Bagpuss.
That's a saucy old man. You know?
That's a saucy old man.
That is.
great, perfect. I don't mean
And I've
Bagpuss is
met a
ever. I don't mean Bagpuss is normally described as that. Jake, another one for you.
Why is your font so tiny?
I'm sorry that it's so tiny.
Houseplants or hamsters?
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to show my age here, but houseplants. I mean, to be honest.
You know what?
I think
we've all reached the stage.
There are people at home that could probably correctly predict your age based on not knowing Bagpuss but picking houseplants. That feels
Sure.
There's like a
Yeah.
window of time. isn't it?
I mean, I could be very Gen Z saying houseplant, couldn't I?
Yeah,
Potentially.
there you go. Yeah, you're in.
But the fact that you've
Potentially.
now said that. Hey, I could be young.
Shows I'm a big old boomer.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. We'll get it in post. A strong for houseplants. How about karaoke or miming?
I hate karaoke. So I'm
What's is
But
there
I-
any reason particularly why you hate karaoke? Is it
Do you
just
know what? This is going to sound so like egotistical, and it's not meant to be. But karaoke is not fun if you can sing.
do you,
No, I
okay,
agree,
do you know
I
what?
agree.
That's a very
I
good.
agree.
I've always
And I-
People
thought this.
resent it,
Yeah,
right?
well, it's
So if
also
you do
just-
it, people are like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, because it then just becomes serious.
Yeah,
So
You
you're
know-
actually there like, why aren't I getting paid a fee for
Well,
this?
I not that. It's more just like
I should be ticketing on the door.
Is it like expectation? It's like
it's more just like I'd much rather watch my mates
yes.
sing really badly and it be funny
Yeah.
rather than me going up and singing kind of averagely and it not being funny and it
Yeah.
just being like, oh, we're just watching Polly sing again, and we don't want to do that.
I love that. You get like literally like 20 seconds into the song. It's just like, can you just? All right, come on.
Let's switch it up.
I love that.
So I'm gonna go miming.
Yeah, so miming. Yeah. Not for any particular. I'm very good at miming, but
No, just because I hate
just
karaoke.
karaoke is strong. No. Should we do two more?
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Oh, we can bang
We can
this
do
out.
this,
Let's
we can
go.
do this.
Sofa beds or bunk beds?
Bunk beds.
Okay,
I love
yeah,
bunk beds. Bunk beds are great.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
bunk bed might be like a. I was going to say that's like a regular tour essential almost because it's just like right we've got one room
Yeah.
and this is how it's going
A
to lay
tour
out.
essential implies you're taking the bunk beds.
Right,
with
okay, we're
you.
not taking the bunk bed.
Like, oh, we've got to load in and
Yeah.
assemble the IKEA bunk beds.
Do you know what? I went to the Great Escape as an observer when I was a kid, and me and my mate stayed in a hostel that was something like £5 a night, and it was 3-tiered bunk beds.
Whoa.
You know what's quite alarming is, was it in like Hove, not Brighton?
It could have been. I don't remember exactly
I've
where.
also stayed in somewhere that's got a free tier, and it was in Brighton, and it was like...
I mean, if you were top bunk and you were bottom, you wouldn't even have seen each other.
We wouldn't have known.
We could have met them. We never would have known.
The thing is, if you're in the top bunk of a 3-tier bunk and you wake up and you need the loo, like, that's just...
It's a bit of effort, isn't it?
That's too far. But I mean, you would do it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting otherwise, but you would resent that a lot.
Yeah, you would. Absolutely.
But bunk beds over sofa beds.
Yeah, every day.
Every day. And one more for you. How about Jersey or Guernsey?
Oh, the place.
The
places.
The places, yeah. Have you been to either?
I don't think I've been to either, but I think I like a J over a G.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I like that. You see less J's around, really.
You do.
We're a G-centric society.
Yeah.
Jersey has, the milk?
Cows.
Yeah, cows.
Oh, it's
yeah.
the Jersey.
And potatoes.
Yeah, Jersey cows.
Potatoes and cows.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
Guernsey has...
Okay, the staples.
Guernsey has Muramasa.
Okay.
Guernsey
He's
does
from
have
Guernsey.
Muramasa, that's true.
Right.
And my friend Luke.
Okay.
Oh.
Not an artist, just my friend
We might have to
Luke.
Google that
How do you
one
feel
as well.
about Jake's friend Luke, Polly?
Love Luke.
Love Luke.
He's a lovely guy.
I love it. He's
Lovely.
doing
I
great.
mean, I just want to say both of those people have chosen to leave Guernsey, so Jersey might be the best choice.
Sure.
Guernsey is driving the talent
Yeah.
away.
Okay,
apparently.
so maybe that's the issue.
What a great note to end on.
What a great note. Polly, it's been a pleasure. Tour's amazing. Looking forward to tonight. It's going to
Thank
be
you.
really, really great. What we're going to do is we're going to play Milk and Honey.
Oh, please do.
Please do. Please play it now. But yeah, brilliant. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
And then let you go. I couldn't be out 3 weeks ago. I wanted it all back. So you can take it all back. How can I say no? But I was the one who let you go. I was ready for all that. So you can take it all back. It breaks my heart to see it. Fake love with someone different. Again, yeah, I'm always broken. It breaks my heart.
Here we are. The halls of hallowed Colours Hoxton.
We're here with Welly.
We are. Welly, how are we doing?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm trying not to do an ASMR with this beer amaretto.
You mean with that delicious
That
can of
delicious-
supermarket brand pop?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. God, yeah. I'm so.
But
Yeah, I'll
Mira
put the heroin
Moretti,
down and-
yeah, Mira Moretti, if you are listening, we do appreciate any sponsorship.
Absolutely. I mean, what a lovely man.
What a lovely man.
You don't get the sponsorship. We get the sponsorship. We need the money.
I don't think that's
Can
how
you
it
see the numbers on how each Down with Boring podcast goes?
Can we or do we?
know when
Because we
it's- you know when
can,
you
but we don't.
can.
Okay. So, but you know, you can. It's like when you do like a brand deal. It's like if you get 10,000 sign-ups, we'll give you like this money. So
Yeah.
How many plays do we need for me to get in on the Birra money?
Oh, I don't know. Are you going to be outside tube stations flyering with QR codes?
No, I'm gonna
Like,
have like
listen
a
to this.
laptop farm and they're all playing it.
I'll take it.
Do you know what? We'll have it and we'll make it work.
Sweet, sweet taste.
Sweet touch. How are we? We are 3/4 of the way through the Hype List tour. Obviously, we're in London tonight. We've still got Southampton and Nottingham to go. How are we doing?
The classic tour routing.
The classic
Tour routing.
Ramp up to Nottingham, as it's known.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. All roads lead to Nottingham. They lead to the bodega.
Yeah, it's good. It's been really good. We've had a couple of sellouts, which is very exciting.
Yes.
I don't know. It's very hard to. I mean, I don't want to sound like a Marco Polo or something, but it's hard to like sort of grapple with it when you're doing it because it feels like you're sort of looking at life within a. It's like you're on a
Yeah.
bus and like you're just looking at everything go past, like literally. And it's sort of. We've had 2 days off though, so I've. It's been nice to be at home and actually like wear some clean clothes.
Yeah, that's not
and
bad.
make
That's not bad.
some food that's like, you know, it's because on the first day of the tour you're like, Greg's, come on, Greg's every meal.
The first time that I actually bumped into Welly on this tour was outside a Subway in Bristol as we were walking past.
Oh yeah.
They offer you lots of salad at the Subway.
I don't know. We went to Sainsbury's
I
instead.
I did not go to the Subway.
No, we did not. We did not. We went to Sainsbury's.
I got a pesto 12 in Sainsbury's because I'm a continental man.
Of course.
When you first start, you're like, yes, I'm eating that from the supermarket.
Let's
like
fucking
like
go.
a nomad, a modern nomad. And then it's just like, with 2 days in, it's like, I would kill just to have anything
On a plate.
Just it's not like making my blood pressure soar. So I'm having panic attacks every afternoon regularly. Not even because of the show, just because I'm eating terribly. But it's been quite nice. I'm like, just going to fry some mushrooms. Yeah. So it's just like not the rock and roll answer you want.
But that's the modern band, isn't it?
That is the modern band. It's just trying to, like, with the whole
the
time,
stress
I just
of
wanna
eating.
Eat something. I mean, would it kill like a services just to like do a sort of canteen, anything?
Yeah. Just like a little like setup instead of just like a brown
Even just like
bag.
if they had like, if they had like sort of like broccoli.
It's just so enjoyable because I know how badly Jamie eats, and he's pretending like, yeah, you know when you just want some vegetables.
It's not like I want a quinoa and lentils. I just want like a cucumber. You know,
Yeah, so
and then
the Big
once I'm
Mac
finished
meal
with it, I
with
might
the
be quite
carrot
hungry.
I'll be done and it'll be
So,
fine with that. So your diet has gone
What was your
plummeting
diet?
down. My diet ranges. I call it like a new fusion food sort of style.
It's horrible.
So,
Go to Zaza Bazaar in Bristol. Have the
We've spoken about this so much. The curry
curry
pizza. I can't get over. Not that. This.
Matt.
He
Matt in the band
used
has
to
curry
send
pizza.
us pictures of his meals. Like, guess what's in this?
I did that. Yeah. It's like a
It
little
was
test.
like mince, gravy, rice, mozzarella, and chili flakes.
Yeah. It's like a modern day
You just
ramen
like go
sort of
up
style.
to the supermarket, just put your hand over a shelf and just sort of swipe it.
Oh, yes,
For the listener,
famous mozzarella mince gravy shelf.
the shelf with all that on. For the listener, I'm sort of doing a swiping motion along a shelf. Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
Yeah. No, I like fusion. I like one thing, I like the other thing, and I'm
He
like,
likes
let's make it work.
Salt and beige.
Yeah.
Is the main.
Like,
Yeah.
have you had like pasta and gravy before?
Oh
Oh,
Recommend.
no, no. I'm actually Italian as well, so I'm like,
we're so sorry.
If you go
It's
back
alright.
and
No,
talk
it's-
to the ancestors, let me know their opinion.
no, because sometimes you want cheddar on pasta. I don't know, like you're not supposed to, but.
Oh,
God, we sound like such a middle class band.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm not answering this properly at all.
Yeah,
The
welcome
tour
to
is
Wait-
fantastic. It's going really well. The crowds know the words to the songs that haven't even come out yet, so that's really inspiring. You've been heckling a lot, which has been very appreciated.
I've been heckling
You've been heckling a lot.
I've been whooping.
You've been to two, haven't you?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
this one tonight here,
Yeah.
and then you go to another one.
Yes.
I, on the other hand, have taken a kind of avant-garde approach to the tour,
I don't
which
think
is
that's what
to
it's
pick
called.
the
Not
venue
attending.
closest to where you live and go to that date, which is not one.
Which
I know.
is not what people usually do.
Yes, Jamie did say to me, "Did you want to come along to Bristol?" And I said, "Well, they're
Well, she asked
playing
me
London."
Didn't want it, did you?
No,
Didn't
fair
want
enough.
it. Didn't want it. I'm committed.
Where are you
to
from?
the tour.
I live in Luton. You didn't play there on your stupid tour of tiny places.
Your
did you?
stupid tour.
Stupid tour, which I'd like to. Trying to get some, that's like two police officers going, it's not nice, this prison, is it?
I'm just jealous because you
Food's
didn't play.
bad, smells in it.
yeah,
smells
yeah,
good,
yeah.
doesn't it? I'm like, yeah,
You
so
played,
thanks,
you
mate.
played
Thanks, lads.
Carlisle, but you didn't play Luton.
Didn't play Luton. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Knife in my heart.
Yeah.
But he's here in London tonight. And
This
that's
is also
what-
good because I remember you saying when we did the chat before Christmas that playing the small towns just means people from other small towns. Like, well, why aren't you playing mine? So I'm glad I've done exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
got you
you
straight
completely lowered the bar, yeah. Because someone will be like, can you play Frankfurt? It's like, we're also not playing Sao Paulo. It's like, we are like, what?
In the same sentence of come to Brazil is come to Luton.
Yes.
We've had a come to, like, when we had a come to Brazil,
Yeah,
it was,
there
that's
we
a
go.
big
That's how
moment.
you made it. That's a
now.
big tick on the bingo card for a band, I think.
Bless them. They are insistent. Yeah. Would you bands go? The only band I can think of like that's even remotely like not a worldwide night. It's like Black Midi went, I think.
Yeah.
See, now, but now I
always
never
like
know.
Imagine Dragons.
When people
That's kind of the
say
level that we're looking
'cause
at.
when people say like come to Brazil, now I never know if it's serious or not. You know what I mean? I'm like,
What, you think they're ripped?
is
Are
this
they
a
from
meme
Luton?
or like?
People from Luton finding it really funny.
He's been commenting on everyone's posts.
Brazil.
And a lot of the people in Sao Paulo are going, ha ha ha, send them to Luton.
Yeah.
that'll do.
I'm not saying Brazil's about. I'm just saying like because it became a meme. Some people are you
I mean, there
telling
might
me?
be socioeconomic similarities.
You don't know. You haven't asked. Exactly.
Luton does have the second largest carnival in the UK, so I guess it's like Brazil in Bedfordshire.
Luton.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. What's the roguest request of a place to play? that
Don't
you've
say
had?
Luton.
Because you must have
You didn't
had.
ask. You were just annoyed when he did it.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't know.
The roguest offer. I don't really. Sorry.
If we're going by like the
Right,
small
we can
town,
pause this.
Yeah. We'll cut this. Let him have a think. We'll play some whole music.
This is
The
like
weirdest
2/3
requests
of
we
the way.
do. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like we're saying no. No, we just do
we
it.
do them. We've actually
We've never
done
like
them.
don't decline like we've declined. We'll decline like playing Brighton for the 40th time, but we'll be like St Andrews. You say Kilmarnock? Well, only if there's 5 people, please.
Only,
We
please.
won't play Brighton, but if there's a small village nearby with a conservative club hall for hire,
Which we literally did. That's what you're referring to. You know, we literally played like the Con Club in Lewis. Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I was actually thinking of Bolcombe, but not that you went. But I know they have a conservative club that bands play
It does,
occasionally.
yeah.
There
Band
you
play,
go.
Bolcombe.
Not like new. Band,
Sorry,
you know.
the idea.
Yeah,
is
that's what his eyes are lit up there.
No,
I mean, I didn't think.
the big
I think
leagues.
home counties are popping in.
We're diving in.
No, I think it's like cover bands of like Burning Spear or something.
Oh, the classics.
Yeah, no, one
Go
day.
along sometime.
Sorry?
Go along sometime.
What,
Find
to
out.
Balcombe?
Yeah, it's on the main train route. We can all go.
I know. We can. I'm not
What
pushing
train
against
route?
it.
This doesn't have to go in, by the way.
It all goes in.
Balcombe Mills railway station shut in 1967.
Well, Balcombe itself has a railway. I stopped there the other day. I saw it out the window.
You looking forward to your
Between-
debut album coming out?
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm thinking of Barkham. I do so apologise.
Okay.
I
Barkham.
know the town you mean. They have a
There
pizza
you
van
go.
park outside it. There's a great walk you can do from Hayward's Heath under the Ouse Valley
There is.
Viaduct.
There you go.
Sensational. Just immediately.
Balkham Mill State. It's one of the. If I may, no, I'm not telling that fact. So
Go
no,
on.
no one wants to
Go
hear
on.
this. No one wants to hear this, apart from maybe like 5 of our lunatic fans.
Well, we're going to find out quickly. They're
They're
going
the
to be
ones listening
listening.
to this.
Yeah.
Balkham has one of the worst. For the listeners, they've both gone for a drink and have started looking at their phones. Balkham has one of the worst passenger satisfaction stats because if ever a train is running slightly late, it will not stop.
Oh.
So it's like one of the like
Whereas for
regularly
me, when the train's
latest.
running late, it's not stopping there. I'm like, get in.
Not
We're
going to that
making
game.
up lost time.
Yeah.
So this is for all the train passengers going through Balkham right now.
I kind of imagine Balkham's the sort of place we would have quite a strong list. I don't know why. It just feels like
Maybe.
you know.
It's sort of lad who like it's like a bloke who lived in Mile End in the 80s. He got priced out. So actually, I don't want to live here anymore. Actually,
But
I want to
yeah.
move to Sussex, and they just picked the closest town.
And he's
just off
like,
the station.
but it's fine because I can get in to see the gigs that I want to go and see.
Yeah, because
So-
like,
I can get
and,
to
and he's
see
booking at the Con
Welly.
Club.
yeah, and he's booking that. Yeah.
The promoters have been actually. I shouldn't have a go at promoters on a podcast about music. Should
No,
I?
that's probably.
How's the album? The album's coming out soon, isn't it? We're looking forward to that.
I could probably say like I could not say names.
Yeah.
And say-
we can put like bleeps over it.
No, we can't. We're not allowed. It has to go out.
What do you mean?
sorry.
We fucking have.
There was one town we did.
Right. Yes. That remains nameless.
Oh, actually, no, there's no good in slagging people off. There's no good in it. I've got into trouble last time because when I did that interview at the back of your magazine, I had to go at Man, Woman, Chainsaw. And apparently they're upset about that, so...
If you're listening, Man, Woman, Chainsaw.
I think there's
I mean, God
nothing.
love him. I meant it in a lovely way.
in a lovely way.
There's nothing better than hearing things like this that prove people read the mag. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, this is great.
Occasionally, I'll throw in a thing, and I'm like, well, if anyone's pissed off, it means they read it.
Yeah. It's a win at that point. God, him. Debut album.
Yet to be sued by any brand, so they're not listening. Anyway, you've got an album.
Yeah. Speaking of sub, out
Come on.
March 21st. How are we feeling? Being, I guess, in the run up to it all now, and it kind of getting out there.
It feels good because it was written about 6 years ago, and
Yeah.
it feels more like a sort of finish line sort of thing. It's like finally, like these songs have been workshopped, and like so we thought about doing it with producers. Too much of the chagrin of our management, and we went like, no, actually, I wanted to record it ourselves. Like, if you're going to do the first album, it should sound like a bit rough and ready, and it should sound like homemade. We're really proud of how it sounds and how it came out. We recorded it in a week in Scotland at my dad's house. Just like took a lot of gear up there,
Nice.
and also some musical equipment.
Hey!
That's not even funny, is it? And then I went to just recorded it in this tiny house just outside of Glasgow, and really happy with it. I mean, we've saved the best single till last. We've got one called "It's Not Like This in France," which will come out just before the album. And really happy with the singles. Really happy with like it's a sort of storytelling. Like it's very much a concept album. I think, if anything, I probably overstretched. I mean, I essentially I've made a album, but it's by an 18-year-old. Realistically, and I'm 23 now. There's a 14-track concept album with a story running through it that we recorded ourselves.
Perfect.
I mean, Jesus, I'm never doing that again. I'm going to Dan Carey next week. The day it comes out, I'll be like, I've got 10 for 2 minutes.
Let's get this done and then we're fine.
Let's not knocking these out. But yeah,
just do what they did in like the 80s. Just get session musicians in on the album recording and then like play it yourself live.
I just sing it,
Yeah.
I'll just come in and
like
sing
Milli
a couple of words.
Vanilli sort of vibes.
You can just get in like Joy Crooks to do your vocal bit.
Yeah, like just like Motown Factory. Where like it's the same backing band for every artist. That's
album 2.
I'm about to put. Don't tell the band, but I'm about to start putting them through that.
That's
They're
what
gonna
we'll
have to,
see.
but yeah, I hope people listen to it and sort of feel like it's the first. It's kind of like the epilogue. The prologue. Sorry.
Yeah.
Before it's begun. Yeah. It's the prologue to like. I hope it's very much the first chapter, sort of summing it up. Like, these are all the songs about where we've come from. Like all the stuff I'm singing about is like sort of 4 years ago now. We're really proud of it, but I feel like once we've done like the sort of tour that we're doing in April, might be sort of the end of an era sort of thing. Like, And it's like not that I want to suddenly be like, oh great, now they're gonna start taking themselves seriously. Like I'm like going way above my pay station. Like, by the way, guys, I'm actually like really cool now, and everyone's just not buying it. I'm like,
This next album is called "Why I Always Hated the Suburbs."
It's like I'd have to hire a PR team to try and make us cool.
Big in the city.
Exactly. It's like not happening, but I think it's we've. Sorry, it sounds like I'm not really selling the album. I hope people will listen to it and go like, it's like a story. It's like a really, it's got a narrative. All the albums I like sort of have a story to tell, and it's got one of those, and it's very earnest, and we must have money saved for the next album because it cost about 400 quid to make.
I think you only get to save the money if you tell them you're going to do the big production thing and then pocket it.
We're going to Abbey Road and be like, oh, sorry, they said no pictures. Actually, that's a lie because we did master it in Abbey Road.
Oh, there we go. See?
Was it at Abbey Road Studios? It was just
on the road. We went to Abbey Road to master it. That is like, glitter on a turd comes to mind.
What's great is
but like a politer word than that. But it's like we sort of thought, let's make. It's basically the way I see it is like if you got your kid's drawing, you put it on the fridge, and then you went to like a Savile Row framer to like put it in like the most beautiful, and you framed it in the Louvre. That's what this album is. It's like because I wrote this album like I say 5 years ago. We've got like a little deal since then, and management and all this stuff, and it's suddenly like, oh, this has got a bit out of hand.
This is
and
all
it's sort of like, oh, I would have tried a bit harder.
If only I'd known.
It's like if I knew like everyone was going to listen to it, it's like, oh, not everyone.
Everyone.
But like, if I thought how hard I was going to have to flog it, I might have taken out some of the many references to Costa.
Or at least got some money out of them.
That's the most popular coffee shop in the UK, right?
It's
Everyone
Costa.
knows it.
Costa.
Yeah, so you need the references, otherwise people won't understand.
That's why you guys just name really popular things.
Yeah.
They were just on a beat.
If you had a load of references to the Wild Bean Cafe, I think we'd be saying, well, yeah, maybe swap
That's
those
big
out,
issue. That's a big issue there. Yeah.
Puccini's was one of the really sort of hackney one in
we were talking
train
about
stations.
Puccino's is more St Albans, I think.
Yeah, it's more up there.
Cafe Kimbo, I always enjoy.
No idea.
Or Pumpkin Cafe.
Pumpkin that's a railway station one, isn't it?
Well, so is Puccino's, really.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Classic,
But yeah, no, it's like I've probably undersold it there. We're really, really proud of it. But I hope people like listen to it and go like, I'm looking forward to hear what they do next because they're like fun little vignettes.
Yeah. And seeing that live
Catchy
as well.
tunes.
Like seeing that
it's
live.
meant to be seen live. So many people listen to this and come see us on the Seaside tour, which we're announcing tomorrow. I'm sure this will be out by then. We're doing. Speaking of playing nonsensical towns, we are only playing towns with a shore. So we're playing Weston-super-Mare, Blackpool, Hartlepool, Hull, Dundee.
Dundee had a
Plymouth.
Plymouth.
Why aren't you playing Worthing?
Oh, we are playing Worthing.
Hey!
We're playing the Prince Charles.
Oh.
The Charles Darwin, is it? We're playing the Charles Darwin.
I've heard of the Charles Darwin.
I don't know. I haven't
All the
lived there for
towns
so
you
long.
picked, we are actually literally playing.
I grew up near Worthing.
Ramsgate.
I saw Peace there. That was I've seen Peace.
There you go,
Chas and Dave in Worthing.
Following in the footsteps
Chas
of
and Dave.
giants.
Welly could be the third.
What's your favourite Chas and Dave song? I'd say we're somewhere between Chas and Dave and Peace.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what we're like, how we're like Peace.
I always really enjoyed their album of Christmas carols because they sound so depressed while singing them. So
drunk.
Jesus Loves Me, the Bible Tells Me So was a classic. But otherwise,
sarcastic.
otherwise, I would say it's got to be Rabbit for me. Or
Really?
Margate, actually. Down
Margate's a
to
good
Margate.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know London Girl?
I do know
That's a
London
good
Girl,
song.
yeah.
Snooker Loopy. You can't go wrong with Snooker Loopy. Sideboard song.
That's true.
Ain't no pleasing you.
My dad gave me a 7-inch copy of Stars Over 45 the other day.
That I can't stand that song. Isn't it they just play like 10 songs with the same chords?
Yeah, and then this one has a weird disco backbeat on it for
Yeah.
some reason.
I just want to flag to everyone. I've just been sat here as this has gone on, and I've
You
got
love
nothing.
jazz
I
today.
love them, but I can't add anything to this conversation you're
I got a
not
photo
already
with
covering.
them. Now one of them's dead, so I guess that photo is worth money, isn't it?
Yeah, great.
That's how it works.
I think so.
So if you go to the hospital and just start taking pictures,
So that reminds me, we need to get some
the
photos.
hospital starts taking pictures, you're going to just flog him.
Who are you here to see? Oh, all of them. Anyone
All of them. Yeah.
Get some emails.
Anyone who's camera ready, we'll fucking go.
Oh, you look fucked.
Behind getting me one with the leukemia
So can I ask who's
patient.
buying these pictures of dead people?
Families mainly. Family. If you
Oh my
burn, if you
God,
burn
what
the
did you
rest
do
of
in
the
a photo
photos.
shoot? Why are we talking about this?
This is a good point to say. If you want to check out basically everything that's happened on the Dork Hype List tour, there'll be photos online.
There
Not
will
related
be,
to that.
and
so.
all of Welly will be still alive as far as I'm aware.
That's yeah.
touch wood.
This will be
If you're in
a
hospital,
terrible,
peace and
terrible
love.
moment. if
After
not.
Worthing, I can't promise anything.
Before you go and sound check, because that's quite important, you do that.
Have you heard or seen anything we've ever done?
Yeah, well, first time for everything.
Sometimes I can't be asked, but like, yeah, I'm parking the van. Sound just do it for me.
So, I just want to flag, in Leeds, obviously, for various reasons, you arrived late. And not of your fault. Not of your fault.
So passe.
Yeah.
Drop him.
Not of your fault. You said, I went, right, let's do it now. And you just banged it out in about 10 minutes to sound check and just went,
What
yeah,
was
we're done.
Leeds? Like in the cellar?
That was the cellar underneath
Did
the
we
pub,
do
which
it
had
really
a
quickly?
bingo on upstairs.
Oh, yes. And the Spurs match.
And the Spurs match, yeah.
Did you watch the Exeter game yesterday?
No, I did not, unfortunately.
Oh, well, sorry. I thought it was a lads pod.
Sorry,
thought
we're
this
bringing
was-
it up.
Sorry, I thought this was a...
Sorry, Tubes from Soccer AM is going to come in any second.
I thought this was like sort of like GB or something. We're
Geese.
going to be like... We're going to talk about the Grammys. We're talking about Kendrick's trousers.
Kendrick's trousers.
He's got a pair of
What do
Clarksons
you
on.
think of what do you think of
His
the boot
outfit
cuts?
was a
I've
lot.
not actually seen it, but I thought it looked pretty cool, to be fair.
I think he looked alright.
I've not seen it, but I thought, you've seen like a still
Seen like a-
image.
yeah.
Or you've not seen the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, not the show itself, I
No,
think is
of
what
course.
doing
A
reference.
still
I
image.
thought he looked alright. I think he'd done well there.
It's bizarre. I didn't think he looked good, but I thought that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
You look like a
Yeah, it's
fool.
annoying. I think you have to be like Kendrick levels of cool to wear that without someone just going, what the fuck are you
Whereas
wearing?
when you've got like Jaden Smith's house,
Yeah.
In
like-
comparison, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. And who cares about boot cuts when someone's dressed as a house?
it just like looks like a knobhead. Yeah.
Jane Smith, you're listening.
Sorry, I said I better go put my fucking PE kit on. I can't really talk. Sorry, can I swear? Sorry.
Yeah, can I swear? You certainly can. Because you've about to go and sound check, we're going to play a little game very quickly. Because obviously it's the Hype List tour. You're headlining the Hype List tour. Been a tremendous
I
tour.
should say as well, absolute. Polly Money and Vincent's last summer have been tremendous.
Yes.
You missed out on a good night in Glasgow.
I heard it was very
this
good.
is what
I
I'm
heard
telling
it
you.
was really good. I was
I don't
annoyed.
go to any. I get no shade. You go to enough that he's up. Well,
No,
why
I
am
missed.
going
I
to
missed.
Glasgow?
I missed.
This
same-
is like
same
you
with
playing the
Luton.
tour.
Same
Yeah.
with Luton.
So then we went to this. Sorry, I was.
Why won't you
we
say
went
Luton?
to this bar called Plus. We went downstairs. It was clearly like a very mid 2010s neon mesh, like cool underground bar. And then in the corner there were like all these bearded, like sort of students to playing folk on fiddles and cellos and like accordions. And we were like, are they rehearsing? And then the bouncer was like, no, they just come in and entertain each other. But none of them were facing the crowd. So we're like, okay, that's a bit weird. And on every television, they were playing a Wii playthrough of Mario Party 8.
What, like a pre-recorded one? Not
Pre-recorded
like
full playthrough. No one was playing it. And
I
it was,
could get
it was a
into that.
complete identity crisis.
Yeah.
And then as I left, I stumbled a bit because I had a couple of Coca-Colas. And the bouncer went, if you do that again, I'll fiddle your chin. It's quite good. And he said,
And he said it in that
I'll be
weird
honest
voice.
with you. Yeah, he said it in that weird voice, yeah, because he was not from Scotland, from Mars. And he said something like, just because I've got a yellow armband on doesn't mean I don't hate you. Or something. I said, hold on, I'm saying the name of the bar. I am fiercely exaggerating. He wasn't talking about me specifically.
Yeah.
Can you actually genuinely bleep the name of the bar?
Yeah, we could read the name. The name has been bleeped. We'll bleep the name. We'll bleep the
Because
name.
actually, like, I don't
'Cause you
like,
wanna go
he
back.
was a lovely guy.
You wanna go back?
He,
Yeah.
he specifically told us like every martial art he can do. I'm sat there in like my
Were you
fucking
parking the
parka
van?
going, really? Wow. Yeah, I used to spot trains.
Were you parking the van when the media training happened?
Let's play this game before
Well, you
anyone
remember,
else
like, can I just say, when we did the interview for the article,
Yes.
I read that back. I can't believe you just let me. I say it's not your job to tell me to not. Let me just slag off every town we played, and then you made a poster of me slagging off everybody.
I specifically told you that's what that was for. I cannot be held responsible.
I was. I
You didn't
remember
slag them all
my
off.
head was on the table. Anything slightly funny to say.
You didn't say them all off. You said you were going to get a tram.
You got a tram in Manchester.
I could probably go at Leeds.
Leeds was risky. Yeah.
My
No wonder
My
Apollo.
girlfriend's dad is a Leeds fan, and I told that to him, and he went, "That is fair cop."
Did he actually say that?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's screw him then.
No wonder Apollo
Fantastic.
kicked us
Sorry,
out.
let's play a game.
We're just going to ask you two things, and you pick which one you like.
Didn't think I'd fucking pull out again. Bleep.
Yes, yeah, right. You're headlining the Dork Hype List tour. We want to know what you're backing for the year. So we're going to give you two choices, basically.
And you just pick your favourite one.
Yeah, basically what you would back for 2025, what you're going to get behind, what you're going to support, basically.
Which one would you rather promote on a professional basis?
I'll put money on.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? That too.
Sorry, please let me put money on it. Can we put money on it now?
Yes, we can.
We can. I mean, like, well,
The odds are terrible.
I'm betting on the length of this podcast. I like anything.
Yeah? What do you reckon?
What so far? That's how you
That's insider trading.
No, that's good gambling. No, it's not. Sorry.
good gambling. Right, okay. First one.
Okay.
Big Ben or the Elizabeth line?
Who are you backing out of the two?
I've not been on the Elizabeth line, but
Okay,
I'd say
that's fair.
just instinctually Big Ben, which of course everyone says is the bell, not the tower.
The
yeah,
Elizabeth
it's
Tower.
kind of,
What's
yeah.
that all about? That's what they named it.
They named it
St.
Elizabeth
Stephen's.
Tower. Yeah. Oh.
Well, they named it the Elizabeth Tower.
What, Big Ben?
The tower Big Ben is in.
It's called St. Stephen's Tower, I
Well,
think.
they renamed
renamed
it.
it?
Yeah, I
Hold
think
on.
it was
Oh,
under
fuck it
Boris
then.
Johnson. We were bunging a bob for a Big
Name
Ben bong.
That's a mental sentence you just said.
Sorry, mate. I think you take your pulse.
It has been, it has been renamed to the Elizabeth Tower.
Thank God that is correct. Otherwise,
It was a name change, yeah.
Bloody hell, mate. Close a tab. You've got commitment problems.
at least close the NSFW ones.
I've got a lot happening, you know. What can I
Jesus.
say? So you're going for Big Ben?
I thought the train man within you
Arsenal
would go.
tits? That's horrible, boys. You can't write that.
It says Arsenal or Alan Titchmarsh.
The review's going to be very interesting from tonight.
I've not been on the Elizabeth line yet, but I'll say Elizabeth line.
Well, for the sake of
Like HS2. This is such a tangent.
Yes, go on.
They cancelled the lines they cancelled one of the lines. One of the councillors went on telly and said, "Let's be honest, who wanted to get to Bradford quicker?" So I mean, argue similar thing for Reading. Yeah. But,
I mean, if that was the case, we'd have quite a small public transport infrastructure, because I think what they're forgetting is that the people in these places,
Want to go
like
somewhere
Luton,
else.
want to go somewhere else.
Because it's like
I love the
there's
train
so the
station.
London thing where it's like in their heads, like Newcastle is like zone 104. I also love how they
that
seem
is
to-
true, that is
it's like,
true.
that's quite expensive. I can't get up there.
They're like, well, why would you work in Bradford? I mean, you live in London like everyone else. Just get a job there. I mean, come on, guys.
exactly. Yeah. So I don't know if Elizabeth line.
Okay, a strong one. How about Bagpuss or the Clangers?
Oh my word! You know what's so funny? I've been listening so much of like Oliver Postgate, the man who made like Ivor the Engine and Nog and the Nog,
Yes,
and
all right,
all
yeah,
of
yeah.
these programs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really hard. So what's funny is sorry, you always want one word answers to this, really, don't you?
No.
Normally, I would say no.
But you started, now you
But
finished.
you're absolutely cramming on.
Yeah.
I used to have a Clangers toy, but do you know what? Recently,
Oh. Don't want to get into
I've been
trauma,
watching
is
a lot of Bagpuss.
Ah.
It's so bizarre you mentioned this. I've been watching a lot of Bagpuss for the last fortnight. I could not wait for our fan page to start making edits of me and Bagpuss now. It's literally what's going to
I
happen.
love how much this tour seems to have damaged you. They line up in me like completely with you watching loads of Bagpuss.
I've been watching a lot of Bagpuss. But this is really mad.
How was the
episode.
show? Yeah,
first-
I'm just
I'm
gonna watch it.
I'm going to watch
I watched
Bagpuss in the
Bagpuss
dark
like stroke my own head.
with a meal on a plate.
Yeah, wanting broccoli. But like, there's the first episode of Bagpuss, they talk about this ship in a bottle, and then he tells this story, and there's these illustrations, and it's now my screensaver on my computer. It's Bagpuss in a sailor's hat, leaning on a bar, with, I kid you not, a mermaid next to him with womanly attributes.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Completely out in a childhood cartoon. She's just sat at the bar as he's like
We
spinning
used to
some
be a proper
yarn.
country,
That
didn't
is
we?
a bit
Hold on,
mad.
like, you can cut this out from the thing. I need to show this to you, lads. I'm showing everyone. I'm like this
This is fine because we're not showing it on the show.
Maybe we can make this the image for the.
It's mad.
Sure, yeah.
It's
This was the hype list tour. This.
Oh, here it is.
He's got him.
What the? I mean, Bagpuss. What the fuck?
Oh! Whoa!
Wow. That's so much
Jesus
more graphic
Christ,
than
that
I
is
expected.
fucking
It's
hell.
literally just.
It looks like one of those old sex education videos where
Yeah.
it's like,
No, it
you know,
doesn't. It's got a cat in it.
I don't know what you watch.
I do sex ed with a big pink cat. Fun facts about Bagpuss. He was meant to be ginger, but the place in Broadstairs in Kent where they got him made. Is it they actually?
Well, they have him in the Canterbury Museum.
There we go.
So it's it was meant to be ginger, but they fucked up the dye and they
They
didn't have time.
do say this in the Canterbury Museum.
Oh, respect to
really?
Mundo.
Yeah.
Apologise.
No,
you don't apologise. You're correct.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Sorry, so that's 2 we've got through.
Yeah.
And that's taken me 6 minutes.
Right,
I'm
go.
so
Next
sorry.
one.
Whoa, God. House plants or hamsters?
Oh, God, I can't stand either.
Okay, water parks or fun things?
Oh, good.
I don't know. Water parks.
Great.
There's a risk of danger.
Sorry,
There's
am
a risk of danger in fun fairs, I feel.
A risk
you know.
of danger.
Yeah, you
The risk of danger.
Of danger.
Yeah.
And they just mean the same thing.
That is risky.
I love a dodgem. There's something so
Yeah.
romantic about a dodgem.
Well, they
Right, you and another.
They
just
rebranded
going around.
They were bumper
I'm
cars.
like, what's to my girlfriend? I'm like, no, you're going in another one. You're not riding with me. You're going in a fucking. Watch out, number 8.
Yeah, watch out! I'm fucking on it.
They were bumper
Whoever
cars
wins
and they
buys the
renamed
candy
them to
floss.
Dodgems, right?
Sorry?
They were bumper cars and they renamed
I
them to
believe bumper
Dodgems.
cars is the Americanism.
Is it? Well, because I always thought because you were meant to bump and then they were like, don't bump, dodge.
Well, we've all heard that.
That's what I got
sort of
told.
Health and safety gone mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Did it? Up in Luton, mate, we smashed them together.
We're not animals.
Sorry?
Okay? We're not animals. We gently bump in a jovial manner.
I don't think you do. I've been to Luton. You don't bump anything jovially. Next one: karaoke or miming.
Oh, I did a mime for like my year 4 talent show. I didn't even get in.
Oh,
I don't know how how like my teachers didn't wet themselves laughing. What was the first one?
Karaoke.
Karaoke's the best.
There you go.
Karaoke's the best.
Can't imagine mime taking off in the same sort of drunken
Still go for a
drunken
mime. It's my
energy.
birthday.
They've got a great mime booth.
I've rented out a room above a pub. We're going to go fucking mime up there.
You've still got to
I've got
select
some
the thing
French
you're miming.
accordion music on. So,
Oh, they don't have Jungle Book on here. I wanted to mime that.
pretty bare necessities. Yeah.
Karaoke, a clear winner.
What's your karaoke song?
Mine is "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You" by Andy Williams. You know the
Andy Williams version?
That one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do. It's a crowd pleaser.
What's yours?
Goes off well.
Beyond the Sea, Bobby Darin. You're somewhere beyond the sea. Yeah.
What about you,
Well,
Jake?
Disco 2000, isn't it?
Fair
Of
play.
course. Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing, because you can do that absolutely smashed.
Yeah, exactly.
And these two songs, you actually sort of have
There's
to
a
hit a
craft.
note somewhat.
There was a
artist.
really disturbing moment after my 30th when we went to Seabright Karaoke, and I did Disco 2000 in memory. I remember that.
You knew it.
And then someone said to me, like, wow, you did like 3 songs. And the other 2 were definitely shit like this.
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
had no business doing.
Excuse
like,
me.
Yeah. I duetted with him at one point.
There was a
So,
moment.
yeah.
There was a moment where I was worried I had done American Boy.
You were
but
very alarmed at that. You're like,
Yeah.
please tell me I didn't do American Boy.
I don't think
Didn't.
I did.
Didn't.
What was wrong with that?
I don't know any of the words. Like, I don't think I've ever thought of that.
Karaoke, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great tune, man. I could probably do that off by heart.
Tonight. Encore song.
I mean, Kanye rhyming more seats with floor seats.
Yeah.
Told the promoter we need more seats. We just saw that on the floor seats. Like, wow.
Karaoke's a clear
Voice
winner.
of a generation.
Clear winner.
Should we do one more?
Yeah. How about? What are you thinking? Bouncy castles?
How about Jersey or Guernsey?
I've never been to either, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Bouncy castles or ice bars?
Ice bars seem a very retro thing. Do they exist anymore?
Fuck's an ice bar?
An ice bar
Yeah.
is
A bar made out of ice.
yeah. It's
Oh,
usually
what, like really like 2010s?
usually
very
found-
like Prague stag do.
usually
Yeah.
found at like sort of like winter kind of related events, like you know,
Oh,
Winter
no,
Wonderland.
It's not going to be a Reading festival, is it?
Come and see
Yeah, come to the ice bar before it goes.
Winter, by the way. I love you.
Winter, yeah.
I don't want to sound like a knobhead, but I don't think I was of drinking age when it was ever a thing.
Okay, right.
I
so
mean, we barely were. This is a rogue one.
I was going to say, that's what was the other option?
Bouncy castles.
Were you of drinking age when they were a thing?
What about castles? Yes. I think you could still smoke in pubs when bouncy castles were in pubs.
Oh.
So I've said that like bouncy castles are always in pubs.
Yeah. You said it like the legislation accidentally eliminated both.
There was a gap in the market.
Yeah,
It's like
no
you
one
can
knew.
still smoke in the pub. There's a bouncy. They forgot to say. It's like when you get world records. It's like, I didn't get the best juggling. I couldn't the most juggling in a minute. Okay, I'll do it naked.
Yeah.
I'll do something really. I'll do
Which
it.
doesn't make it harder, but
I'll do
makes
it naked
different.
in Luton on a Dodgem. It's like, okay, now I've got the world record for that.
That's
It
exactly
sounds
what
like
he does.
that.
Exactly what
Sounds
he
like
does
that,
as well.
Yeah.
The bouncy castles, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Definitely. Could you smoke in the ice bar?
Probably not.
Probably back in the day. Well, because I mean, I guess
in
it's
the day.
This is back in the day. Like, it's a really 70s
it's an
thing.
easy
ice bar.
ashtray. It's an easy ashtray, isn't it? It's water.
No,
But it was just like, but within a month, it would just be grey because it's all like sort of frozen in.
I
wouldn't say that
these
didn't
were
last
these
long.
were like actually a thing between like 2008 and 2012. You know what I mean?
if you
Like,
go
Were
to
there
like,
some in London?
if you go
no,
to
no,
like,
I'm not that I'm aware of.
if you go to like Winter Wonderland,
Don't act like you don't know. You
No,
guys
he
asked
wrote
me
this.
this.
He wrote this one.
If you go to-
asked
if
me
you go
this
to Winter
solid
Wonderland,
First
question.
time seeing it.
if you go to Winter Wonderland, there's an ice bar there. If there's any sort of like
No, there's a
outdoor,
German beer tent.
there's an ice bar at Winter
not an
Wonderland.
ice bar.
There is.
Oh,
Did you guys go to that hill at Marble Arch they built?
yeah.
I went to that.
Yeah, I was not in London by
It was
then.
a shit. Yeah, it was shit time.
No.
They had an ice bar though. Didn't they?
In winter.
In the winter.
In the winter,
of course. Thank you very
For
much.
fuck's sake. Right. That was great.
Then,
I
isn't
think
it?
you
That
could
was
hear,
great,
I think you
yeah.
could hear Jacob's bass coming through.
Yeah.
So, like, what time is it?
It is now like 6 past 6.
6 past.
You're okay. You're maybe on now. Thank you for joining us, Welly. Thank you for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much for having me. I hope that's at all
It's been a wonderful
listenable.
time.
I hope not.
Mate, you need to sort out them tabs. You know, just filth. You want to have a look at yourself, mate.
I've got a lot going on. I'm a busy man. How do you look at
Is
myself?
that even legal?
For fuck's sake, this is the roundabout racehorse. Thanks, Welly. Cheers, boss.
Ride the roundabout racehorse on concrete carousels down to town for half price on heaven and hell. I know everyone's name, but they all know mine. I went to school with one half and the rest runs one line. I'm waiting for change. My pocket's out with no one left to blame. Oh, what a bloody shame.
There we
Oh,
go.
what a show.
What a
What a
show.
show it was.
They went on to have a really good show. And it was a
They
really
did,
good night.
they did.
And I cut down the tabs on my laptop after it was pointed out multiple times by Welly.
No, you didn't. Don't lie.
I've still got quite a few tabs up now.
You have.
I'm
You've
literally
got a
looking
horrible
around.
amount of tabs open.
I'm a tab guy. What can I say? I'm a tab guy.
You are.
Shoot me.
Love tabbing. We'll be back in a couple of weeks for another show.
The
Obviously,
150th
as
one,
is the
apparently.
schedule. It will be the 150th, the big one, the one we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
The one we've all been building up to.
And we knew was coming
We
up.
do these fortnightly now. So, like, obviously, it's like every 2 years that a big milestone comes up, and we still haven't managed to realise it's happening.
Yeah, we had a real blistering run at the start where we did it weekly. And
Yeah,
now we're
during
like,
COVID, and it nearly killed us.
It nearly did. So yeah, join us for that. And otherwise, I guess
We'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing a party hat.
Woo! I will have some candles.
Some candles.
Yeah.
Very sensual.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you in a couple of weeks.